Hello friends, Semigram doing TCGs yet again. We've got some Flesh and Blood today. We've got Mastery Pack Guardian. I am in fact going to keep the last, the other Smash Palace that I got sealed. So, well, I say sealed. I'm going to keep it to actually try and Smash Palace with some people to play the Crack Shuffle Play, as is descripted right there. Whee! And I also apologize. I have had a little bit of a cold, so my voice is probably not quite functioning as normal, which may or may not be a positive for y'all. It may be an improvement with my sick voice, but you know, who knows. I also still have not yet, because I got sick, I've not cleared off my sorting trays yet. So this will be one of my non-sorting trade, a rare non-sorting trade video anymore. I went ahead and opened one box already because I was sick. It was the right thing to do. I had to make myself feel better, right? So, I opened one box. Nothing overly stand out there. Ooh. Hadn't seen the Mastery Pack insert yet. Not that that's like spectacular either, but hey, it's here. We'll take it. And I apologize, I've still got a little bit of drainagey stuff. I will try to keep my frustrating noises as infrequent as possible. The one thing that is a positive is that without the trays, I don't glare as much having the overhead light on. We got our first Majestic, Leave a Dent, which has a little bit of a dent left up top, but I don't think I have one, so... Oh, it just hit me that I don't think I've had a foil until this pack either. I don't know why I'm sleeving common foils. I just started doing it for Mastery Pack, so here we are. I'm not going through all the commons. Most of them are reprints, and most of the ones that aren't, I already looked at in my first Mastery Pack. I do like Valdas in every pack. That just makes me laugh. Ooh, I don't think I'd actually pulled one of these yet. That's the interesting thing about this set too, is that with as few packs as there, oh, there we go, break stature, foil Majestic, which is few packs per box, and really only one rare per pack. Put them in their place. There are a whole lot more things, I feel like, for people trying to get play sets of everything. It'll be, I don't know if I've seen that yet or not. Valda specialization. They discard their hand and draw that many cards. That's good and bad. I mean, if you had a trash hand, sure, there you go. Auto redraw. But if you had a really good hand, it could be really nasty. Anyway, for people trying to get play sets of everything, this is going to be, I feel like, a trickier set to pull that off with. Just because fewer packs per box. No, I mean, if you get a case, you've basically got the same. So maybe I'm full of it. We all know I have that tendency. Art card. But I do feel like it's not, it might be a little bit tougher. Maybe not like super tough. I do like the new art on Macho Grande. Maybe not like ridiculously difficult, but I do feel like it's going to be harder to collect as a set. Just because of that. Because I'm pulling stuff still now after opening a Smash Palace and a booster box that I haven't seen yet. Solid ground. Like there's some of the iron rot, assuming they're all in there. I haven't seen all the iron rot yet. The irony is, I still end up seeing a lot of Majestics. I feel like it's everything else that's harder to get a hold of. Tectonic instability. Crater Hoof. Okay, what do we do? I think I've seen this already. Next Guardian attack action you play from Arsenal gets Dominate. Okay, that's not bad. I have not seen anything higher than Majestic yet. I've not seen any legendaries or marbles. So hopefully that will change. I mean, I'll take the change anytime, but I kind of feel like I'd rather it happen in these packs than in my Smash Palace, because I won't be able to show y'all when I'm opening the Smash Palace if I'm trying to play with it. What do I know? Another Leave a Dent. I'll have to check all my art card. Excuse me. Try not to sneeze. All my art cards and see if I've got the puzzle put together or not at some point. Well, I did sneeze that time. There we go. Fault Line. Hoarding of Denial. What do we... Plus X while defending, where X is number of the cards with cost 3 or more defending. Okay, I remember that one. A very Smash Palace card. Looking to defend against the big guys. Annexation of the Forge. Sunk Water Exo Shell, which I don't believe I'd seen before. And a foil Solid Ground. Now, what do we think? Is this set? I mean, some of the stuff is clearly Smash Palace focused. Put them in their place again. But do we think this is gonna give Guardian a big oomph? Like really make Guardian just excellent? I don't know. What do y'all think? Captain of the Guard. When this is defending, cards with attack greater than the attack they are defending get +1. Okay. I had to think through that for a second, but that makes sense. I kind of like that, actually. Again, it's a good Guardian. It's something really good for Guardian. And maybe Brute at times. Disenchantment of the Old Ones. Iron Feet. But we're doing alright. Not hitting, like I said, the big monster stuff, but we're seeing plenty of other neat stuff. And maybe now that I've sneezed, I'll stop trying to sneeze. I say that, but I also sneezed before I sat down to do this. So, I guess, once again, I'm full of it. Another puzzle piece. Call for backup. I don't think I've seen that one yet either. When this defends, choose 2 attack action cards with different names from your graveyard. An opponent chooses one, banish that card, and put the other on top of your deck. That's nasty. Give them 2 really dirty choices and make them... Which one of these is coming at you next? That's grody. I pulled a cold foil Tremor of Resistance earlier. I think that was in my Smash Palace. We don't have a cold foil yet in either of these boxes, funny enough. Headbutt. I don't know if I've seen this either. This can't be defended by non-head equipment. If you have a head equipment and the defending hero doesn't, +1. Heh. When this deals 4 more, put -1 counter on a head they have equipped. Then if it has 0, destroy it. That's legit. I like that. And then a Promising Terrain. Alright. Still no cold foils. Still nothing crazy. But a pretty decent Majestic pool overall. I'd like to see some metal shininess though. Metallized shininess, perhaps. Aftershock. Another Crater Hoof. So yeah, Guardian's never really been my thing, but Macho Grande. There's some cool cards in here. I could be persuaded. A Blue Geezer. I could be persuaded to give it a shot. I'm definitely less in the big beefy attack mode, as you can tell that I've generally played Warrior. But that doesn't mean never. Another put them in their place. I don't know if I'd had any before this opening, but at least that means we got a place out of those now. Binding of the old ones. What do we do? 4 more damage to Guardian hero. Cards they own lose all abilities during their next turn. Heave 2. A 6 for 10, but of course you've got Seismic Sarges and stuff. Case in point. To help that out a bit. Clash of Shields. Another Crater Hoof. Crash and Bash. Almost picked up the commons pile to open, which would be weird. I don't think that would work. Aftershock. Hoarding of Denial. We got that little set card again. Which I actually kind of dig. That one looks really good. I wish there was a cold foil one. Maybe I don't. Annexation of Grandeur. But I do think, no, I do wish there was a cold foil. I'm going to go ahead and lock in and say that that's true, because it looks really good. Clash of Bravado. Ooh, double Majestic pack. We got a Seismic Shelter. Attack action cards, you gain plus, control gain plus X while defending, where X is the number of Seismic Surge you control. It's an aura. And then Clash of Bravado. We've seen at least one of these before. Clash, destroy an aura if you win. All kinds of nifty things going on here. Smelting of the old ones. 4 more, destroy all equipment they control with -1 counters. Gross. Oop. More Promising Terran. 2 packs left. Still no cold foil. or anything super juicy. That was wild. Little Bigfoot, which I don't think I've seen yet. And art card. That one's a little wild there. Seismic Eruption, Time Skippers, and a Flatten the Field in foil. Alright, we're down to our last box. Our last 12 packs. That's all I've got lined up for this right now. I'll hope to get more, just especially if I enjoy Smash Palace, I'll hope to get more to play Smash Palace. But I get the feeling there'll still be cards that I'm looking for, as I was kind of mentioning earlier. Sunk Water Pincers. That's one that I think is fun. I kind of like that. I'd like to get something particularly spicy, though. What is that? Yeah, I should have ordered twice as many of these as I did. I had the opportunity to get that much more, and I should have. There's a trimmer. I should have done that. But here we are. I didn't. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Clash of Heads. All those Clash ofs are just funny to me. I like them. Test of Iron Grip. I don't know if I've seen this. When this defends, clash with the attacking hero. If there is a winner, the other hero discards a card. Alright. So it's a free block, too. That's not bad. Not bad. Gauntlet. And Renounce Grandeur. Grandier. Anyway. Could go any which way. No way, no. Annexation. Buckler. And Nada. Alright. We're getting close to the end. The end of the line. Aftershock. Craterhoof. Art card. Come on. Give me something. At least, even if it's a common cold foil. Give me a cold foil. Come on. Well, we could visit Anvilheim, though. It's not a cold foil, but it is a Majestic. So we're visiting Anvilheim. We're being told to. Sometimes that's how it goes. They're telling us to go visit. Draw a crowd. I can barely draw one person. How am I supposed to... Oh, not... Oh. I'm sorry. Ignore me. I've been sick. I've not been seeing as many people in person this week. So I'm kind of a little bit more goofy than usual. Which y'all know is saying something. Hey, there we go. Okay. So this isn't like the monster hit I was hoping for. But I did, out of all this stuff, want at least one Seismic Impact Adult Valda. So we've got her. In the next to last pack, we're at least going to be happy with that. That was a big thing that I wanted to come out of. So still no cold foil. That's wild. That was a wild, wild, wild ride. But we got a pretty solid string of... Oh, that's not a foil. But we got the Seismic Shelter, Solid Ground, Break Stature, and foils. I was super glad to see that Valda pop up at the end because... didn't have one and wanted one. We like to have all our heroes. And a solid run of Majestics, including just in this video play setup. Put them in their place, leave a dent. So yeah, we did, for not doing spectacular out of the park, we did alright. I'm happy with it. We got the Valda in the end too. I mean, that's a super helpful thing. In any case, thank you for putting up with my voice being a little off today. Thank you for just joining me on this little journey here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.